Hello everyone, welcome back to another sticker analysis video by me, GB. Today we're going to be going over the much anticipated and asked for Character Craft sticker pack. This Character Craft sticker pack is a discontinued collection from the Armory, and it's been discontinued for a good few months now. I was actually able to gather this information about a month ago in October, and again yesterday or today, whenever it was, in order to see our application differences, our price differences, and see where the biggest discrepancies are. Now, before we get into the sticker analysis, I do have a quick announcement. I am going to be launching a Discord channel. It's going to be mainly used just for discussions surrounding, topics covered in videos or other investing potential, things like that. But it'll be the top link in the description below. I'd love it for you guys to come join. While I do love talking to you guys into the comments section on YouTube, I think it'd be a little bit more effective if we all have our discussions in Discord. I'll also be publishing all the data there, so the screenshots will still be at the end of the video, but also they'll be able to be seen in a better quality on Discord. So please join that and come chat with me, and let's have some discussions around what's going on. Anyway, let's get into the sticker analysis. I'm going to be going through this in a little bit of a different fashion. I'll be going through every single sticker and talking about its price change over the last month, its application changes over the last month. So I'll be kind of back and forth between this information and the information to the right of the screen. Again, for any newcomers, I'm going to be discussing the total applications of every single sticker, the average sticker application per weapon, the Steam price, and kind of where each sticker ranks relative to its price and its applications. If there's any differences between its application and price rank amongst all of its stickers, I'll note that. And then also I have this magic ratio where I take a look at all of the applications for a single sticker and then divide it by the Steam price and then adjust it for the rarity of that sticker. So blues are valued differently than purples and pinks, etc. Alright, so I think I'll be going back and forth. I think the biggest information that I have is right here is the price change and price percent changes. I think this is going to show how successful of an investment these stickers were in the past month, right? And again, these stickers, they survived a Counter-Strike crash, right? So investing crashed on the October 22nd when the retake update happened. So again, it's a good sign, I think, going forward that all of these stickers are in the green, so to say, right? If you invested in any of these stickers, even the worst one, you will technically be in the green, maybe not after fees, but whatever. I'm going to go through each sticker from least to most price change over the last month. I collected this data on October 11th and again on November 11th. So our worst ones on the paper category are our lefty stickers. So let's go ahead and take a look at our lefty stickers right here. So we can see that, over the past month, the lefty stickers have only been applied about 2,500 times between them with only about 10% increase. So not a whole lot of application demand there. They are appropriately priced at the lowest in terms of their price and applications. So even though they're dirt cheap, guys, I don't think there's a whole lot of application demand for these stickers. So, if you just want the cheapest one, go ahead. But I don't really like the lefty stickers as an investment. All right, next we have the XD, the Glare, and the Strike Oppose. They all went up 2 cents over the last month. My initial data is wrong for the XD, so just ignore its applications. I actually don't know how much it changed, but sorry about that. We can see that our Strike Oppose only went up 9%, or about 10%, so again, not a huge investor demand there. But notably, the Glare sticker did go up about 13%. I like Glare fundamentally more as a sticker. It just being an eye is a lot more applicable, and as you can see, people are applying 2 of them more often. We have that 1.27 average sticker applications per weapon. The Steam price went up, 2 cents from 14 to 16. It's the 11th cheapest and the 7th most applied with a good difference of 4 and a good magic ratio just because it's so cheap. So honestly, guys, I think the Glare is a pretty good, safe bet, low cost entry per unit sticker investment. But I think it has good intrinsic value with it just being an eye. People can add eyes anytime to any of the skins. It's not super specific. And it's, relatively underpriced, and it does have decent applications and price change over the last month. Strike Oppose, different story. Strike Oppose, again, I don't really think it's a good investment. It is the cheapest and has the best magic ratio, but I don't think there's a whole lot of application intrinsic demand for this. But if you want to pick it up, it's super cheap, but it doesn't have great sticker. I don't think it has great fundamentals. Our next tier is the Taste Bud and Clown Wig at a 3 cents change. I will say that I don't know why, but the Clown Wig did have a very high percent change of 17.6%. I don't understand why. Maybe people are just adding rainbows to their skins, but Taste Bud also had a decent 11%. both having about 75% 500 applications over the last month, so pretty good compared to our last stickers. So looking at the data, Clown Wig, again, I don't really understand the appeal. It's kind of overpriced for how little applications it has. It's at 23 cents, it's at 1.24, but it has done well over the last month, you know, so if, you know, you think that the application change is a little bit more concrete than this data, then I would say, you know, Clown Wig might be a good one to invest in. And then also Taste Bud, we had that 3-cent increase. This one, you know, has a little bit better fundamentals on paper. 8th cheapest, 5th most applied, good difference, decent magic ratio, decent average sticker per weapon. So again, some decent fundamentals for the Taste Bud sticker. All right, moving on, we have Blinky. Blinky, I don't know why it went up. It only had 3,300 applications and a very measly 5% increase in total application change. But Blinky, we'll take a look at it, went up 4 cents. So Blinky, you know, it's a 1x sticker. Not many people are applying multiple per weapon. Might be a little overpriced based on its application and price ranking. I don't know, guys. I don't think I would personally invest in Blinky, but it did do 4 cents better. But again, it's kind of at a higher level entry price. All right, Chompers and Fly High both went up 5 cents. The Fly High had a lot more applications, about 10,000 applications, as opposed to Chompers' 2,500. Chompers was the biggest loser, only going up 4%, while Fly High was a pretty healthy 15%. So, Chompers, you know, again, it's just a 1x sticker, applied barely over 1 times per skin. I think it's overpriced. It's the 4th most expensive, 10th least applied. Very negative difference, not very great magic ratio number. It went up 5 cents, but you know, I don't think it's really there. Now, that's different for Fly High. Fly High, you know, it's still a 1x sticker, not applied 2x many times, but does have better, I think, fundamentals. 9th cheapest, 6th most supplied, good difference, decent magic ratio for price and applications, and it went up 5 cents. And it had good applications over the last month. Alright, Clown Nose went up 8 cents, and it also was applied 8,200 times for a 13.6% increase. Pretty healthy sign. Alright, so Clown Nose, the fundamentals look alright. You know, it is kind of avoiding the 1x sticker craft accusation at a 1.24x stickers per weapon, so not bad. Decent application numbers. It is the 3rd most expensive and the 8th least applied, so you know, the difference doesn't show a great story there. It did do well over the last month with good growth numbers. Quick Peek, this is another eyeball craft. It went up 14.47% with 11,000 new applications over the last month, so pretty good numbers. Went up 9 cents. We look at Quick Peek. Again, a lot of people are applying these on 2x crafts, you know, 2 eyes, so 1.26 average stickers per weapon, pretty good. Pretty good fundamentals, 6th cheapest, 4th most applied. Pretty good fundamentals, guys. Good growth. I think Quick Peek is a good selection. All right, next, From the Deep. The one everyone's hyped up about. From the Deep had a lot of hype over the last month before the crash. Let's see how it did. Pretty good applications, 13,700 more applications at a 16.65% change. Again, guys, the fundamentals don't lie. The From the Deep sticker has the most 5x, 4x, and 3x applications. It is a skyrocketing 2.17 average sticker applications per weapon. Really good sign for intrinsic demand. And it's got good differences as well at 4th most expensive, 2nd most applied, so pretty good differences there. Guys, I don't think the ship has sailed on the From the Deep sticker. It's got really good fundamentals and has shown great growth over the last month, so I think it's still a good pick. Second biggest winner is the Ribbon Tie at 16 cents growth over the last month. It had the most raw applications at 14,100 and the best 18.5% change, so Ribbon Tie coming up, 16-cent change. Let's take a look. So Ribbon Tie, again, it's the most 1x applied at 81,000. It is a 1x craft weapon, but it's doing well. It's the 2nd most expensive, 3rd most applied, so the demand between price and applications isn't too big of a gap there. It is at a higher level entry price at 74 cents a pop, but it did grow. It did have a 27% price increase over the last month, so if you invested in it, you'll be happy. So I guess Ribbon Tie, you know, a little higher level entry price, but pretty good fundamentals too. All right, on to the big ticket item, the Flex sticker. Let's talk about it because it's got some crazy numbers. So Flex went up 44 cents over the last month. That's crazy. It had a 54.61% price increase over the last month. And it had about 14,000 applications and a 15% change. So it's still getting applied, guys. It's the most expensive blue sticker, but it's still getting applied. Most expensive, most applied, most 2Xs as well. So a lot of people are doing the 2X craft for the butt cheek craft. So I don't think that demand's going away. It has a healthy 1.4X sticker applications per weapon, so I think Flex is a good long-term hold, guys. You know, honestly, it's a little expensive now, but If you invested in it last month, not only a month ago, it went up 50%. So let's just take a look at the blues overall. Their average price change was 8 cents. So if you invested in any of these stickers, on average, they went up 8 cents. On average, they went up 23% if you chose any of these stickers. Now, of course, there's some losers, there's some big winners. The Flex one really inflates that number a lot with the 54% increase, but 23% over the last month, that's pretty good, guys. That's beating a lot of traditional investing things still. Even though we had our big crash, the investing demand is still there for these stickers. All right, that's been a lot of discussion on the blues. Let's go ahead and move our attention towards the purples, the glitters, and the holos. Let's take a look at our worst winner. We have the From the Deep Glitter. So, again, guys, the From the Deep Glitter sticker, it went up 13 cents with a 21% price increase percentage. It was applied 7,000 times, so pretty good, and had a 17% change, so pretty good too. So taking a look at the From the Deep Glitter, guys, pretty good numbers. So it had pretty good growth numbers on the right, and if we take a look, it's the most 5x, 4x, and 3x applied sticker for the purples, much like its blue counterpart. Has a really good, much like its blue counterpart, 1.94 average sticker applications per weapon, and great fundamentals. It's the cheapest purple, third most applied purple. It had really good growth. I think From the Deep, ship has not sailed. From the Deep Glitter, I think you can still invest in it and have a safe investment there. We have the CS2 Holo, 20-cent price increase at a 20% increase over the last month. Biggest loser on our absolute application numbers at only 4,500, but pretty healthy, 12%. Not too bad. There's not much of a disparity between the purples, as you can see. So again, the CS2 Holo, decent application numbers, 1.24. It's the fourth cheapest, fifth most. It's the least applied, so there's a little less demand there, but it did do well over the last month. Nothing outstanding about the CS2 Holo, guys, besides its kind of low entry price. So if you believe in it, go for it. It's done pretty well over the last month. Alright guys, our next biggest winner is the Kawaii Eyes Glitter. It had a 28-cent increase over the last month with a 23.5% increase. 5,300 applications at a 14% change. That's pretty decent application numbers, so let's take a look at the sticker itself. 1.22 average sticker per weapon, not bad. Third most expensive, fourth least applied, so a little difference. But decent application, guys. There's not a whole lot to say. They have good applications. They've all done well, so, the signs are green right now. They're not going down. Alright, and then another surprising one, the Hypnotize Holo. This had a 49-cent increase over the last month and a very strong 34.75% price increase over the last month. It had the most applications at 11,000 with a almost 20% increase to its applications. So the Hypnotize might be the sleeper one, guys, or it might have been the sleeper. It's hard to say going forward. But the Hypnotize Holo is the most 2x applied and 1x applied purple from the Character Craft sticker pack. A pretty healthy 1.34x sticker per weapon. Second most expensive, single most applied. So the Hypnotize actually is the most applied sticker now, taking over the Taste Buddy Holo. So Hypnotize, it's gone up a lot, but it still might be a decent investment. It's at 1.9. Alright guys, and the big daddy of the purple category is the Taste Buddy Holo. It had a $1.56 price change at a 23% price percent difference. Still had, decent applications at 6,300, but it did have the lowest percent change, so, take that into consideration. It is by far and away the most expensive sticker from this category, so that's probably why. But the Taste Buddy still has one thing going for it, and it has a healthy 1.59x sticker per weapon. Most expensive, second most applied, $8.20, guys. That's pretty expensive, but it did do well over the last month, as with all other purples. Speaking of all purples, if you invested in any of them, the average price change amongst all the purples was 53 cents, and the average percent change was a very healthy 24.85% change over the last month. Again, guys, over last month, this is pretty outrageous. Pretty good returns. Alright, talking about the pinks. At first, I thought the pinks would be a little underwhelming, but I'm actually kind of pleasantly surprised. First, let's discuss the Mustachio Foil. It had a 36-cent increase, but a very staggering 33% increase. It only had 1,000 applied and 10% change, so I don't know where that application, the application numbers don't really back up the price change over the last month, but it's the cheapest, least applied. These are all 1x. I'm just gonna go ahead and cover all pinks, guys. They're all 1x crafts. The red shades is the most single applied, and then the gold teeth is the most for any multiple applications. So yeah, most of the pinks don't have great fundamentals on paper, but they did do well over the last month. The gold teeth went up 40 cents for a 23% increase. decent 1,700 applications at a very strong 14% increase. And then the Red Shades foil went up 69 cents for a 24% increase. About 2,000 applications over the last month for a 13% change. Pretty good. If you invested in any of the pinks, guys, they went up 48 cents on average at a 26.84% increase, which is actually our biggest increase for any of these sticker rarities. So pinks might be sleeper investments. I don't know. They're not really getting applied very much, but they are going up in price. So take that into consideration. All right, and then the reds. Not much to talk about the reds. Our googly eye lenticular is the most applied. It's the most expensive. It has decent applications because it is an eyeball. It is applied at 1.43 times per weapon. Side eyes can't say the same story. Pretty low applications. And if we take a look at our data over here, we can see that the googly eyes, the higher priced one, went up $2.71 for an 18.44% price increase. Pretty good, but relative to the rest of these stickers, kind of low. And it was applied 700 times. Pretty good for a red, but low percentage change. You know, not a whole lot of disparity between these two stickers, so you know, don't be too concerned about that. Side eyes went up $1.31 for a 17.7% price increase over the last month, and it had about 500 applications for about a 9.5% change. So if you invested in any of the reds, they on average went up $2.01 for an average percent change at 18%. So our biggest loser category is actually the reds, and yeah. I went ahead and gathered our actual applications, guys, and as you can see, we had 991,000 blues applied, 263,000 purples applied, 41,000 or about 42,000 pinks applied, 14,500 reds for a total of 1.311 total applications. And if we take a look at our ratios, we can see that the purple is very strong at 20%. So either not enough blues are getting applied or a lot of purples are getting applied. And honestly, with how successful the purple category was, as we saw, I probably lean towards more purples are getting applied on average than according to the blue ratio. So pinks are doing pretty well too at 3.2%, and our reds are decent at 1.1%. I went ahead and gathered our bottom line estimates, guys, and things are a little bit interesting. I'm going to talk about how I got to these numbers because it's a little different than the Austin capsules. It was the same case for all the Austin capsules in that any random blue had the most provable bottom line, but that's not the case for the character crafts. For the character craft, it's a little bit different though. I followed the logic for every single rarity and found that if we followed the coverts or the reds, we were able to get our highest provable bottom line. This is for the googly eye lenticular, our red, right? It's our most applied, and we have a good few Steam quality listings. And I was able to find that there are about 9,100, provable in existence based on our applications and listings on Steam. So if there's provable about 9,100 for the googly eyes, then there's provable that there's about 9,100 for the side eyes, even though we don't see that. Like I said, our bottom line red's about 18,000, times that by 5 to get 91,000, times that by 5 to get 456,000, and times that by 5 to get our 2.281 million blues. So if you take a look at these numbers, you can see some, that we actually have pretty good applications compared to our provable bottom line. Obviously, guys, there are a lot more stickers in existence than those that are applied, sitting in people's inventories that have not been applied. This is just a provable bottom line. But I do want to say that this is a lot more of a favorable outlook investor-wise than the Austin capsules. Because the Austin sticker capsules still exist, there are capsules that are unopened, we will have continuing increase to the Austin sticker supply, correct? But because the Character Craft sticker pack is completely discontinued, there is no way to generate new stickers. So these percentages of our bottom line are pretty healthy from an investor standpoint. I'm not saying these stickers are going to go extinct anytime soon, but they are just positive buying signs from an investor standpoint. So, and if we move over to our sticker leaderboard, I went ahead and went through all the sticker collections that we've gone through so far, made sure that all the logic was still making sense, and all our Austin ones stayed the same, but our Elemental Craft actually went up to 4.45 million, and our Character Craft is at 2.8 million. And remember, guys, Elemental Craft is still in the game, so people are still redeeming them, still buying them, so that provable line is going to go up. But yeah, guys, I still think there's a lot of room for investments in these Character Craft sticker packs. Even though they've been, discontinued for a while now, they did resist the market crash that occurred, and all of them went up. So, I certainly think you can make some better choices than others, but I think this is a pretty safe place to start your investment if you already haven't. I'm torn on what I will do personally on any of these investments. I need to take a look at them. I still think that the Elemental Craft sticker pack is just better fundamentals with it still being pre-discontinuation. But with this being post-discontinuation, we can really see how the demand increases over time. or decreases over time, I guess, and the applications increase. That's why I think this month-to-month data was so helpful. But yeah, guys, that's kind of the conclusion of this video. I think there's a lot of good investment opportunities. If you guys want to discuss them with me, please join the Discord down below. And guys, I wanted to announce that I will be doing a 1,000 subscribers giveaway. I think that 1,000 subs is reasonable in the next few weeks or months. And if you want to enter the giveaway, I will have instructions going forward, probably in the Discord, so please join the Discord. But it'll be for this Glock Blue Fissure. It's a minimal wear with a DAT holo on best pause with 3 other DATs. I think it's a fun little craft. So I think it's a personal item of mine, and if you guys want it, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll come up with some rules and regulations for how you could possibly receive this. So, but I just want to get back to you guys. You guys have been giving me so much, meaning and purpose in this data collection, and I just wanted to say thank you and give back. So maybe one of you guys can get one of these skins and use it for a long time to come. That being said, guys, thank you guys for making it this far into the video. I hope this data is useful for you. I will throw out some screenshots of the data at the end of the video like normal, and also into the Discord, so please join the Discord below, come chat with me, and yeah, I hope you guys have a blessed day, and take it easy.